Yan. So, sorry if the video was cut. Ano. Uh, you can go here. Again, let me go back a little. To run the K-means, you can go, you access your data first. Okay. I will use car sales, that's sub. Okay. And some modules, I'll go to modules and then I will select snow cluster and K-means. Okay. So the variables, that's up to you. Again, the variable must be in, tignan nyo maigi ha, you have to look at this closely. Ano? It should be in continuous level. Okay? If you will use type, you have to convert that to continuous level. Okay? Make sure that that is in 1 to 5 scale. Ano? Yeah. Price, horsepower, everything. Ano? Except for in sales. Okay? I will not click standardized variables so that we can easily interpret the result later. Okay? But rather I will select plots, optimal, cluster plots. Yan. So that's it. Ano? And then I will only use two clusters. Yan. Two clusters lang. So that's it. You have your result. No? Let's interpret that one by one. Okay. Let me go back to my slide. Okay. Okay. So cluster one, you have fewer samples in cluster one compared to cluster two. Okay. Uh, the value suggests that there is a moderate separation, and then the variance explained by your clusters is around 36%. So medyo maliit, ano? Maliit lang yan. So meron pa tayong unexplained variation that is about 74%. Medyo maliit pa. Yan. Okay. So this is the range of the variance explained. We have to aim for at least 50%. Expert would suggest, data scientists would suggest that 50% is acceptable. Okay. Yeah. So you can go higher. No? Okay. So the clusters are almost equal in size. You have 58 and 59. Okay. Okay na daw ito. Pwede na daw ito. This suggests that the k-means didn't collapse into dominant cluster. Okay? Ibig sabihin, medyo similar yung distribution. Siya, hindi medyo intimidating yung another cluster. What is intimidating is, let's say, a cluster of 10 versus 50. No? Yan. Baka kasi naging noise na lang yung data. Okay? However, having balance count doesn't mean the model is good. It's just mean that algorithm divided the data fairly. Okay? So based on your variables, okay, based on your variables, it will be divided here in cluster analysis in k-means. Okay? If you select for standardized, this is how these are the values. Okay? It's difficult to interpret standardized. The challenge here is the difficulty of interpreting it. So that's why I did not click standardized. Para later on, we can just simply look at the mean, okay? And then we can simply look at the minimum and maximum. So we will do that later. At the end of the day, you have to communicate your data, of course. So you have to tell them what are the boundaries of cluster 1 and 2. Okay? Yan. So we will explain that later on in detail. Ano? So maganda sana kung centroid, kung mean lang ito, it's easier to interpret. Yeah. So we will do that later. Okay? Yan. Okay? I will be sharing this slide to you so you can read the slides. Mm-mm. Okay? Now, if you want to interpret this, okay, so you have here the plot of means across the clusters. You can see the difference, the difference in the data points. So for sales, okay, the sale is small here, okay, compared to the first cluster. Mataas yung cell niya. Yan. For the miles per MPG, you have the MPG here. Okay. It's higher in cluster 1 compared to cluster 2. Okay. Ano kaya yun, ano? Yan. So, tignan natin to. Let's interpret this. Negative values on most feature and then positive for MPG. So, for cluster 1, they prefer smaller, lighter, cheaper cars. Okay. Better fuel efficiency, higher miles per gallon, and then lower engine size, horsepower, and resale value. Okay? So, it's like ang sinasabi sa cluster 1, these are compact or economy cars. And then for cluster 2, they prefer bigger, heavier, more powerful, higher price, poorer fuel economy, higher resale value. Okay? So these are people who prefer luxury or performance vehicle. You can see the difference. Ano? Medyo wide yung difference when it comes to cluster 2. No? Mas mataas siya. Okay? Yan. Okay, so let's do that. Ano? Okay? Let's create 3 clusters. Okay, hindi ko na lang muna standardize. Yan. So just simply change this, the number of clusters. Okay? And then I prepared here the interpretation. Okay? So this time you have 59%. So yung variance explained is 59%. In our benchmark, this is already acceptable. Okay? Yeah, so 59%. Okay, maganda daw, ano? If you have 3 clusters, it's better. Yeah, this temp simply tells us how many samples we have in each group. Ano? Ayan yung sinasabi ng clustering table. Okay? So as you can see, there are no intimidating data points here. Okay? Yan. Pero that is subjective. Ano? Baka kasi mamaya sa iba yung 15 ay masyadong maliit. Yan. But then again, how many samples do you have? So 44 plus 58 plus 15. So you have how many? Mm. Okay? And these are the means. Ano? Yan. These are the centroids. Okay? So we will do the minimum and maximum later. Perhaps we can do the natawag doon, yung mm tabulation, or probably we can do the box plot. Yan. Okay? Yan. So basically, a little difference between clusters in this plot. It means that the clusters are not very distinct. Dito sila nagkakalayo from each other in terms of variables plotted. The mean centroid for each variable are close together across cluster, indicating that the groups share similar characteristics. Okay? This can happen if your data does not naturally separate into distinct groups, or if the variable used for clustering do not effectively differentiate the items. Okay? Pero pagka if we standardize that later, we can see the differences. So this simply tells us, okay, sabi kasi dito we have 1, 2, and 3 clusters. Ano? So you can fairly see the differences here. Diba? Ito yung kanina, when you have 2, ano? Kitang-kita mo yung difference ng dalawang cluster. Okay? If you want to add 3, you can add 3. However, this will become redundant. The succeeding clusters will become redundant. Okay? Hindi na siya magiging different dito sa third natin, sa third cluster. Hmm. Yan. Okay? So these are the visual. Yan. Yan. So you can do this one. You can go to analyze, exploration, descriptive, And then just simply plug in the variables that we used earlier. Yan. And then you split it. Okay? Sa split, you will be using the clustering. Click nyo yung save and then click on the clustering. Okay? So you can easily interpret. Ano? Yan. So for cluster 1, okay, so you have the minimum here and the maximum. Okay, cluster 2 ang taas niya, no? Yung sales. Uh, mm Cluster 3, mataas yung price. Okay, higher price, ano? Compared to cluster 2. Ano? Yeah, so you have the descriptive. You can use this in interpreting the result. You can use the mean. Diba? Yan. Okay? Ayan. So, you can use the box plot, di ba? So that you can easily interpret bakit. Kasi you have the median, the range, you have the range here. I'm sorry, you have the minimum and maximum. You can easily compare. Ano? Yan. So, the price, kitang-kita nyo dito yung price. Ano? Yan. So, these are the yeah. So you can also include this in your whenever you are reporting to your superior. Okay. Engine size is larger in cluster 3. Mhm. Yan. So these are the things that I have clicked. You can go to box plot and then it will provide you this. Okay. Horsepower is nakikita niyo yung difference ano compared to cluster 1, cluster 2. Okay. Cluster 1 kasi ang sabi these are compact cars. Yan. Okay, ano ba yung data natin? Ano ba yung okay, manufacturing, the type. Okay, meron kang truck. Probably itong nasa third mo ay truck. Oo, automobile. Yan. But however, it will find, nakita niya, ano, it classified what are, dito sa 1 and 2, it classified, uh, ano tawag doon? Luxury cars and economy, di ba? Yung 1 kasi, these are economy. Tingnan niyo yung price. Okay? Yan. Okay, so that's it for K-means.